Good day, everyone. This is a group presentation of Group 3. Today, we are about to discuss a lesson about computing of gross profit. But before we begin, let me introduce our members. First, I am Mary. Next, we have my members, Jared, Junie, Apple, Jezreel, Rio, Yisa, Gab, Sophia, and Tala. Without further ado, let's proceed to our learning objectives. First, we have define and identify. Define gross profit and identify its components. Second, we have apply. Apply the gross profit formula to accurately calculate gross profit in different business situations. And lastly, we have number 3, analyze and recognize. Analyze and interpret gross profit results to evaluate a business's profitability and recognize the importance of gross profit in making informed business decisions. Now, what is profit? Profit is the income or money earned from selling the company's products. In other words, it is the total money na kinikita ng business mula sa pagbebenta ng kanilang produkto or pagproprovide ng services. Halimbawa, kung nakabenta ang isang kumpanya ng 50,000 worth of products, ang profit nila ay 50,000. The key points that you should remember is profit is the gross income. Next, cost is the amount of money used to produce or purchase a product. In other words, it is yung perang ginagamit ng business para makagawa or makabili tayo ng produkto natin. Halimbawa, kung bumili ang business ng products worth 20,000 para ibenta, ang cost nila ay 20,000. Dapat yung tandaan ay yung cost is the money a business spends before it can earn a profit. O ito ang pera na inilalabas ng isang business bago sila kumita. Now, what is revenue? Revenue is the total amount of money the business earns from its sources and sales. Or, it means, ang revenue ay ang total ng perang kinikita ng business mula sa pagbebenta ng kanilang products or services. Laging tandaan, ang revenue ay ang total money na pumapasok sa business bago ibawas ang anumang expenses o cost. So, the more sales usually means more revenue. Now, let's proceed. We have Jared to discuss what is gross profit.
Moving on, we have the gross profit. It is what is left from the revenue that is deducted from the cost of goods sales or COGS, or in other words, from the products sold by the company. The key concept here is that ito yung kitang nakukuha ng isang kumpanya after mabawas yung pinambili sa paggawa ng products. The computation for gross profit is gross profit equals net sales minus cost, kung saan ang net sales ay lahat ng kita ng isang kumpanya at ang cost ay ang binayaran nila sa paggawa ng mga produkto. We have an example here. In the year 2020, 30th of September, ABC Electronics Company sold a total of $200,000 product with a cost of $110,000. What is their gross profit? Given here is the net sales of $200,000 and the cost sales of $110,000. Subtracting the cost sales to the net sales can get us the gross profit. Meaning, $200,000 minus $110,000 will give us $90,000. Meaning that ABC Electronics Company earns $90,000 gross profit from net sales. Next, we have Apple Padilla to explain the gross profit margin rate for us.
Now, let's talk about gross profit margin. Ito yung percentage ng revenue na naiwan matapos nating ibawas ng cost of goods sold or COGS. Tandaan, ito ay percentage ng revenue. Para makuha naman ang gross profit rate, sinusukat lang nito yung percentage ng benta sa naging kita natin. Ang formula na gagamitin natin dito ay gross profit rate is equals to gross profit over net sales multiplied by 100. So let's have an example here. ABC Electronics Company ay may 90,000 gross profit mula sa 200,000 net sales. Para makuha natin yung gross profit rate nila, i-divide lang natin si 90,000 sa 200,000. Tapos, i-multiply na natin siya sa 100. So, 90,000 divided by 200,000 is equals to 0.45. Si 0.45 multiplied by 100 is 45%. Ibig sabihin, ang ABC Electronic Company ay kumikita ng 45% gross profit mula sa kanilang kabuuang net sales. And that's all. Now, next, we will be having Kalaugan to discuss about operating profit and margin rate.
So, I will be discussing operating profit and operating profit margin rate. Firstly, what is operating profit? Operating profit, it is what is left from gross profit after deducting the operating expenses such as rents, electricities, and operations for the business. So, yung operating profit is yung perang natitila sa business pagkatapos ibawas sa mga operating expenses mula sa gross profit. Kapag sinabi naman nating operating expenses, ito yung mga gastusin ng negosyo tulad ng rent, kuryente, tubig, sweldo ng employees, at iba pang expenses na kailangan para matakbo ang business. Next, we have operating profit margin. Operating profit margin is the percentage of gross profit after deducting the operating expenses. Basically, it is the percentage of the gross profit. So, sa operating profit margin rate naman, it is measures how much operating profit a company earns from the sales deducting the operating expenses, showing how company manage its core business before interest or taxes. So, yung formula natin dito is yung OPMR is equals to operating profit divided by net sales times 100. So, yung operating profit margin is yung nagpapakita kung gaano kalaki ang operating profit ng kumpanya kumpara sa net sales neto. Sa madaling salita, sinusukat neto kung gaano kahusay kumita ang negosyo mula sa mga benta neto pagkatapos mabawas ang operating expenses.
So, for example, yung gross profit natin is 90,000. Tapos yung operating expenses natin is 48,200. So, gagamitin natin yung formula na operating profit is equals to gross profit minus operating expenses. So, meaning 90,000 minus 48,200 is equals to 41,800 pesos. So, ibig sabihin, pagkatapos mabayaran yung lahat ng operating expenses, may natitira pa rin 41,800 pesos na operating profit yung business or yung kumpanya. Para naman makuha yung operating profit margin rate, gagamitin lang natin yung operating profit na nakuha natin kanina, which is yung 41,800. Tapos, i-divide natin siya sa net sales natin, which is 200,000. So, gagamit tayo ng formula ng OPMR is equals to operating profit divided by net sales times 100. So, meaning is 41,800 divided by 200,000 is equals to 0.209. Tapos yung 209 naman is ito times natin sa 100, ang kalalabasan is 20.9%. Ang ibig sabihin ng 20.9% is kumikita ang kumpanya ng humigit kumulang 20.90 pesos bilang operating profit matapos na bayaran yung operating expenses. So, kapag mas mataas ang operating profit margin, mas maganda dahil ibig sabihin nun, mas efficient ang negosyo sa pag-manage ng gastos at pag-generate ng profit. So, that's all for operating profit margin rate and operating profit. Now, Aclares will be discussing the net profit.
Sa net profit, ang net profit, ito yung final na kita or tubo ng isang negosyo after maibawas ang lahat ng gastos. So, kasama sa mga ibinabawas is yung cost ng products or services, yung rent, yung sahod ng employees, yung utilities, yung taxes, interest, and other operating expenses. So, ang net profit is also known as the third level in the revenue. So, net sales versus net profit. So, ang net sales, ito yung actual sales ng isang negosyo after maibawas ang sales deduction, which is yung sales returns, discounts, at allowances. So, sa net profit, ito nga yung final nakita ng isang negosyo after ibawas ang lahat ng expenses. Dito yung kasama yung operating expenses, taxes, and yung iba pang gastos. For the formula ng net profit is net profit equals operating profit plus interest income minus interest expenses minus taxes. Note, if there are no interest income or interest expenses, then treat them as 0 PHP, pesos. For example, ang operating profit natin is 41,800. Sa interest income is 3,500. For interest expenses is 600. For taxes is 200. So, gagamitin natin yung formula ng net profit. So, for our operating profit is 41,800 plus yung interest income natin, which is yung 3,500, minus the interest expenses, which is 600, minus the taxes is 200. So, equal of 44,500. So, the business earned 44,500 net profit from the net sales after paying operating expenses, interest expenses, and taxes. So next we have ISA for net profit margin rate.
Net profit margin rate measures how much net profit a company makes from every peso on the net sales. In simple words, ang net profit margin rate ay nagpapakita ng percentage ng actual na kita na pwedeng i-keep ng isang kumpanya. Net profit margin rate shows the company's profitability after all the expenses have been deducted. Profitability shows how successful a business is at making money after paying its costs and expenses. Sa madaling salita, pinapakita ng net profit margin rate ang profitability o ang kakayahan ng isang kumpanya na makakuha ng kita pagkatapos mabayaran lahat ng gastusin. The formula for calculating the net profit margin rate is net profit over net sales times 100. Here is an example of calculating the net profit margin rate. You have 44,500 net profit and 200,000 net sales. What you're going to do is divide your net profit to your net sales and multiply by 100. Your answer should be 22.25%. This means that the business earns 22.25% of net profit from net sales. Next, we have Gabriel Bulala for the liquidity status.
Liquidity status. A company's ability to pay its short-term debts and obligation using its current assets. A good liquidity status means the business has enough cash or assets that can quickly be converted into cash. In other words, liquidity status acts as a measure of a company's ability to pay bills on time without disrupting day-to-day operations. An example of this is the current asset of a company is 450,000 pesos and the current liabilities is 200,000 pesos. If we calculate it by current asset divided by current liabilities, which is 450,000 divided by 250,000, we will get 2.25. This means that the status of the company is in high liquidity. This means that the company can pay all short-term debts and has an extra cash left for unexpected expenses or growth. Next, we have Junie Mijares for the return of investment.
Return on investment, or ROI. It measures how much profit is earned from an investment compared to its cost. It indicates how efficiently an investment generates return. Sa madaling salita, ipinapakita nito kung gaano ka-efficient ang isang investment sa pag-generate ng profit. Kapag mas mataas ang ROI, ibig sabihin, mas mataas ang naging return ng investment. Meron din tayong formula dito. Net income over average of total assets times 100. Bago tayo mag-solve, intindihin muna natin yung mga terms in the formula. First is net income. Ito ang final profit ng company after may ibawas ang lahat ng expenses, taxes, at iba pang costs. Sa madaling salita, ito na ang tunay na kinita ng negosyo. Average total assets. Ito naman ang average value ng lahat ng assets ng company tulad ng cash, equipment, building, at inventory. Meron ditong example. So yung net profit is 44,500. Then yung cost of investment is 150,000. 44,500 divide 150,000 times 100 equals to 0.2967 times 100. Ang makukuha nating sagot ay 29.67%. So, ang nakuha nating ROI is 29.67%. Ibig sabihin, for every $100 na ini-invest ng company, kumikita ito ng humigit kumulang $29.67 na profit. Next, we have Rio for current and quick ratio.
So yun guys, pag-uusapan naman natin yung current ratio tapos quick ratio. Ano nga bang pinagkaiba nito ng dalawa? Ang current ratio, ito yung nililiquidate yung mga ratio na kino-compare yung company current asset sa mga current liabilities. Dito rin nakikita yung business paano nila mababayaran yung mga short-term obligation. Sa current ratio, mas mataas ang current ratio, mas mataas ang mas better liquidity. Ang mas magandang ideal para sa current ratio is 2:1. Ang formula sa current ratio para makuha ang current ratio is current ratio equals current assets or current liabilities. Ngayon naman, pupunta naman tayo ngayon sa quick ratio. Ito yung mas strict measure sa current ratio. Dahil dito na ini-include yung mga inventory natin tapos yung current assets natin. Dito rin pinapakita ng company kung kaya nilang magbayad ng mga short-term debts. Yun yung using the most liquid asset. Yung formula para makuha yung quick ratio is quick ratio equals current assets minus inventory or current liabilities. Yung example natin sa current ratio, yung current asset is 120,000. Tapos yung current liabilities natin is 6,000. Ngayon, i-divide lang natin siya sa current asset tapos sa current liabilities. Bali, magiging sa 120,000 divided by 60 equals 2.0. Yan, yung company na merong current ratio na 2.0 or 2:0, mababayaran niya yung current assets na every 1,000. Ngayon naman sa quick ratio, example natin dito yung current assets niya 120,000, inventory niya is 30,000, current liabilities niya 60,000. Ima-minus lang natin yung current asset niya tapos inventory niya 120,000 minus 30,000 plus divided by 60 magiging 1.5. Ngayon, magiging yung company ngayon ng quick ratio, merong 1.5 or 1:5, which means na mababayaran niya ng 51.50 quick assets for every $1 of current liabilities. Ngayon, na-explain na po ni Jezreel yung susunod.
Good day, everyone. So let's proceed. So why gross profit is important? So first of all, it measures profitability. So sa gross profit, pinapakita niya kung gaano karaming pera yung nag-remain after mag-produce or bumili ng mga products na lalak sa sales mo. And also, nag-help siya sa businesses na para malaman kung gaano karaming pera yung kinita mo dun sa mga pinenta mo. So, pangalawa naman, it evaluates businesses' performance. So, by checking na yung gross profit, malalaman ng business owner kung kumita ba sila or nag-perform yung business nila. So, if yung gross profit mo is tumaas or nag-increase, it usually means your business is becoming more successful. If nag-decrease naman yung gross profit mo, the business may needs to improve its operation. So, the third one, it supports decision making. So, ano nga ba yung kilalaman na decision making sa gross profit? So, gross profit provides useful information na makatulong sa business owner para maggawa ng better decision. For example, they can decide whether to increase yung product, i-reduce yung product cost, or mag-introduce ng bagong product para mag-improve yung profits ng business. So, pang-apat naman is, it improves cost management. So, gross profit is nakakatulong sa mga businesses para ma-monitor yung products nila, yung purchasing expenses nila dun sa product, and if cost becomes too high, so yung business nila is maghahanap ng ways para ma-reduce yung mga unnecessary spendings and improve efficiency sa business nila. Lastly, it indicates financial health. A higher gross profits is meaning naman nun is yung business mo is kumikita or earning more from its main activities. Ito yung good sign because nagpapakita to na yung business mo has stronger financial foundation. Then meron din siyang better prepared para sa future growth ng business mo. So in summary, gross profit is an important measure because it helps business tracks profitability, evaluates performance, make informed decisions, manage costs, and assess their overall financial health. That concludes my part. So, Mary, for our outro. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you so much, Jess, and that is all for our presentation. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you've learned something today. Bye!